forget the time a guy named David Weiner called me and asked me, he said, you know, for the next album that you turning in, you know, is you gonna be killing a little bit in there, you know? Is it gonna be a little bit more dope dealing, you know? Cause that was some of the stuff you was talking about when we first heard you. You know what's going on?
Yeah, JT.
David Weiner.
David Weiner.
Priority Records, yes sir. And I told him, I said, man, I'm a member of the Nation of Islam now. Man, they'll have my head if I get to promote that to my people. Ain't no way in the world I want to promote that to my people. Straight up.
Welcome back. He sounds so righteous, doesn't he? There he is talking about how he won't promote, you know, gangster rap to his people. But I have a question. Here's my question. How did he get into gangster rap? How did he start gangster rap? You see, the problem I have with a lot of these videos and a lot of these titles, gangsta rap was a Jewish ploy. Here's the title. I'm reading the title. Gangsta rap was a Jewish ploy to convince black and brown people, parentheses Moors, to kill each other and make them slaves to the penitentiary system. All right. Here's what's wrong with this. Number one, the Jews didn't invent gangster rap. Okay? Jews didn't invent gangster rap. Just like how Jews didn't invent slavery. And I'm going to get into that a little bit. You see, the problem with this is that Jewish people are capitalists. Just like how he was the capitalist, just like how black people are capitalists. Here we have a situation where this brother's up here sounding all self-righteous, acting like he figured out some major ploy to take down black people. And the truth is that Jewish guy was just trying to make a buck off of that nonsense he was selling in the beginning. That he had changed. He changed his rhyming, his style, because he became a Muslim. So the Jewish guy is coming around to him and asking, hey, what happened to that stuff you were making before when we signed you? When we first signed you? You remember the gangster rap you were making before? You remember the stuff that was hot, that was selling? The stuff we were actually making money off of? What the Jewish guy was trying to say is, look, hey, there is no market in what you're doing now. I mean, and here, let me make a point. Jewish people were also victims and are continuing to be victims of horrible discrimination and the results of slavery and the results of the Holocaust and events before that, biblical events. Jews were slaves for hundreds of years in Egypt. And blacks were slaves too. So there's a little bit of a intersection right there in our collective histories. But the interesting thing is that this black guy was making gangster rap to make money. So let's talk about that for a second. Why was he doing gangster rap? To make money. He's a capitalist. He realized that it was selling and he wanted to make money. Let's be honest. Now, why did he go to this record company, this Jewish guy, to get distribution and get recorded and get a deal, because he wanted to make more money, a lot of money, and he needed the Jewish guy's help. Now, how do I know this? There are plenty of black rappers right now who have their own record companies and who are still making garbage music that affects black Americans. It affects our kids. It's poisoning the community. And now, very frankly, it's poisoning everybody. So, and these are black record companies. Okay? So, who are they working for? Who are those black record companies working for? All right, you see how there's a problem with that, with what he's saying. It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, I'm all for a conspiracy theory, but the truth is that more than likely, this is just a matter of capitalism, just a matter of making money. Okay, that's it. Because these same black guys these rappers, these gangster rappers, what they did was, when they realized that the record companies were making all the money, they started their own record companies and started making music the same way. Okay? Same stuff. Same music. Now it's a blackface running the company. Nothing's changed. What happened to all this self-righteous behavior and where are all the self-righteous speeches now? The truth is this guy on this video is he's just a misinformed. He's just misinformed. That is about 90%. I mean, that should be what the truth is in this. I mean, that's what logic would tell you. I don't think this Jewish guy by himself is just trying to poison the neighborhood, because number one, in the beginning, when he first met you, he wasn't telling you how to make your music. You were making your music a certain way, and then you went to him. He didn't tell you how to make it, but once you changed it up and you made the music so that it was not marketable anymore, okay, because gangster rap was selling at that time. Once you switched it up, then he became concerned about his bottom line, and that's when he started asking you about the music. So I'm not buying this. I think this is a bunch of garbage. Now, let me further close off this argument by saying that Hollywood and the music industry, it doesn't matter if you're white or black, it's all ruled by the same spirit. And that spirit is an evil spirit. You look at the gangster movies that were produced by white Americans with white American audiences, and one could form the same conspiracy theory that white Americans were wanting to destroy white American communities. And that's probably true. But the truth is they were just making money. Okay? That's how capitalism works. It's the same whether it's slavery. It's the same whether it's rap music. It's the same whether it's corrupt rock music like it was in the 80s. Okay? It's an evil spirit. That's all it is. And that Jewish person, he just wanted to make money off of your evil music. That's it. It's literally that simple. Anyway, I'm out.